Hiya, I had a very specific request from a YouTuber. What they wanted was a tutorial on setting a tikka, which is this. The tikka was to be set in centrally, and then the chain of the tikka covered by a side parting with a puff at the top and some curls at the bottom. Securing a tikka is really important because throughout the course of the day, if you're wearing one, it can move. I must stress that the tikka that I've used here is got a plain simple chain. If you're going to have a tikka that's got lots of dangly bits on the side of the chain, then this having a side parting with the tikka chain hidden underneath is not going to work because the hair will split. So it's best to just do the side parting and then have the tikka sitting on top under the puff. So this is just one of the ways I do it. Started first by taking the centre parting line and separating the hair on either side of that. I've just tied that down with a little butterfly clip, just keeping a little bit of the back out. I'm going to place the tikka on the hairline just to see where I want to position it and for where I'm going to sort of fasten it, and get a gauge for where I need to secure that at the top of the head, which is going to be right there. So I'm taking out a bit of the back of that section that I've split on either side. And I'm going to mark that position off just with a little clip so I know where that's going to secure down. So taking a bit of that hair on either side, just a little section like this on top. I'm going to back comb this area to create a nice kind of net in order for the pins to secure in place, without them rolling around and moving around. So that now pushed back forms part of the puff and add to the back combing that I've already put in behind. I'm just going to push that clip right down to the base so that it can be as hidden as possible. I think that's the best I'm going to get. So I'm going to do another pin to cross over and just hold that in place so that it doesn't move. I still think that's going to move, so I'm going to do a third one. And that's not going anywhere now. So at this stage, just double check that the parting is in the middle. Tikka obviously has the main feature, but then it also has a little hook. I'm going to get the hook of this piece now into the grips that I've placed in, but this chain falls short. So what I'm going to do is use a clip like this to create an extension piece that will then go around the pin. So I'm now looping that around the pins, and then just bringing this to where I want this to be, which is about there, to allow space for a tikka if that's going on, a bindi rather. And then I'm just folding the ends of that in, the ends of that pin in, just so that that doesn't move as well, or slip away or slip out at all. Just to bring you in close. There's the hook, there's the, I don't know what these are called, hairpin rather. The hairpin's gone through the eye of that hook there, around the middle of these pins here, and then I've looped it right over and just pressed them down. So that's quite secure and stayed in. And carry on styling your hair as you want to, leaving these bits out, and then when you finish you can do the side parting as you want. Now what I've done is I've already back combed. I'm going to turn this around so you can see. What I've done at the back is taken out a section of hair. I didn't put it into a ponytail, I just back combed it straight away, folded it over, and then I've pinned that into place and shaped it manually with my hand so that I've got a nice I don't know, a nice sort of halo style shape there, but it's at the back rather than as a big blob on the top. Then this back comb that I did earlier, I'm just going to place that over and shape it to cover the back comb that I've got back there or under it. I can't actually see what I'm doing. What I like to do is then just twist the ends and pin them. So I'm going to neaten it and tidy it up off camera because I really can't see what's going on behind here with just looking in the camera. I'm just going to secure the chain in place close to the head. So just hold it quite firm where you want it, and then use a bobby pin and just hold that in, just pin along the chain. So I put one pin and then I'm doing another crossover pin in the opposite direction. Pins are in place. Just take out the side of the hair now, all the little sections that you put in the side. I always like to, when I'm doing a side parting, start with the by sectioning the big part off just roughly, and then working on the side that has the least hair. So do this in sections as well. Take out the top part, move that away. I'm going to back comb a little. If the hair's really frizzy, then I'll straighten this as well. So when I put the hair back, what I'm going to do is actually bring it up and over this bun. So I want to create a nice smooth line between this puff here and this hair that comes at the side, whereas if I start pinning it down, this will look like a blob. I want to incorporate the style with the blob, so hence the back combing there. And you can spray as you go along. Just pay attention to that top line and make sure that that doesn't stick up more than the blob in there, or that it doesn't pull tighter than the blob in there, that it just needs to look like it's one piece. And then I've just pinned that on top of where I pinned the last one, like that. And same on this side, just do it in sections. So with this leftover piece, I'm going to take a bit over the top and back comb it. And just by back combing it, it's going to cover the chain, because without it you'll see right through it and you'll see the chain. I'm just going to drape that and let that hang at the back for the moment while I continue with the front. And because this is a, it's not a real model, it's a bit difficult to style the fringe because her hair just wants to go over that way, and I haven't cut a fringe into this. But essentially just comb the hair over the tikka. I don't know, you get the picture, don't you, with this fringe? It's just very difficult to style a fringe on these, I think, unless you have one cut in. And they just hang. Pick up any hairs underneath, make sure they don't get stuck and caught in under, because then that just shows afterwards and it can really bug you. Okay, then with this piece here that I left at the top, I'm just going to finish off and style that as well. Just as a very final thing, a little bit of blue tack, teeny tiny little bit, roll it up into a little ball and stick that underneath here. Will stop it from moving around too much. To stick it down to your head, you just need to stick it to the back of that, and that will keep it from moving around too much. Here's the back. I've just done some barrel curls with the tails of the pieces, the sections that I brought over from the sides, and the hair you can either leave straight or curl the hair that's remaining. And then I just wanted to show you that the style can be varied just by putting in some barrel curls and setting them off to the side. And I've put a little flower pin in here just to set it off a little bit further. You can always use a bit of eyelash glue underneath as well if you like. Just pop a bit on the underside of the tikka, and when that's gone a bit tacky, glue that down to your face and it won't move around either. So I hope this was useful to you, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye!